Alright, welcome back, folks. We're continuing with our Master of Orion game with the Klackons. I believe this is part 4. Game's been going well thus far. This game has pretty much been a showcase for what happens when the Klackons don't get attacked early in the game, which means that if they can stay peaceful for like the first 100 to 150 turns, they can kind of start running away with things. So, yeah, let's hopefully keep it going. I feel like we're in really comfortable shape overall. We did get screwed over in the middle of the map last time. We did get screwed over in the middle of the map over here where we tried to take this planet from the kitties and it didn't work. We were able to colonize this one, G off. But yeah, we weren't able to stand this up. We got chased away. So instead, we are going after the Meklar right now. So we just took over this planet over here, Rigel. And we're in the process of... We need to push back this attack, whatever's on... I think these are missile boats, if I remember correctly. So we have some popping coming here. Now, after the stream ended, I did go back and I ran through all my planets. I did the terraforming. So, like, all the planets are now set up to do terraforming. We just got plus 60 terraforming? Yeah, or we just got plus 60 terraforming, which is very small because we already had plus 50. But, you know, 10 million more pop on every planet is not terrible. We are halfway to the next ECM Jammer tech. We do have Robotics 5, which is really nice. We do have Battle Computer 8. We're about to hit II-2, and we're about to get the Class 15 Planetary Shield. There's a lot of enemy designs running around with pulsons right now. As soon as we have the Class 15 Planetary Shield, we are completely safe from all those pulsons, because they deal 20 damage. 15 points of shielding, plus Class 6 deflectors means they cannot damage us anymore. And that's about the only thing that can really hurt us. There are, I believe the humans have antimatter bombs, but that's like the only thing that's scary. We still have no, still can't get engines. But we also have the high energy focus and the Gauss autocannon. When I pop a Gauss autocannon and high energy focus, we will design a new ship to take advantage of all the goodies. But for right now, we're kind of okay with what we have. But I'll do a new design after that. We are in the process of building some new ships. We're running this gunship and bomber. Unfortunately, the one speed actually has caused our ships to take a lot of damage. We got pummeled when we were flying into Rigel, but we should be able to take over this Tari as well. We're just going to make sure Rigel is stood up first. So that's the only place we're getting attacked right now. Oh, I did remember this planet have the comet. I did actually route all my new ships over to Pants. So they should get their next turn, and hopefully they'll shoot down hopefully they'll shoot down the comet in a turn or two, and then that'll save Pants. Diplomatically, we're actually in really good shape. The only ones that dislike us are the Meklars. Look, peaceful, 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 affable. Everybody likes us. Like, we're not in bad shape at all. The Sakura will be our council vote opponents, but I think we're really close to a veto block as is. And, like, the only ones who are going to vote for them are Kitty. We are not far off from being able to win a council vote. But basically, plan for the game is we're going to run over the Meklar. And then we're going to turn and deal with the Sakura. Like, we'll take these planets, then we'll try to grab the Sakura planets, leave these with these 3 alive, and we'll see if that's enough to win. And if not, we'll keep going. We can go after the kitty planets after that if we have to. I want to leave the humans in Borathi alone if I can, because they've been good allies. And, you know, I don't like to fight people that have been my allies throughout the game. All right, let's get going. Hopefully that's a quick little update from where we stand. Should be able to deal with these. All right, so what's on this design again? Yeah, it's Stinger missiles. Okay. I don't think they have enough to shoot down our ships here. Oh, they're not retreating. Do they have a 5 rack or oh, they do have a 5 rack. Okay. And they're firing at this ship. Let's retreat this. That'll get them to waste at least a couple of their shots. So they wasted the first 2. Now we have the cloaking field, so it should be enough to block most of the damage. I mean, they will retreat afterwards. I think they got 1 ship. Is that it? That's not bad. Alright, I mean, they got 1 ship. Now they'll retreat, and now we've secured that planet. That's fine. Population. So we are first. We already knew we were first. Sakura second. Then it's a long drop-off to everybody else. So is it they got 1 ship? That's fine. Again, the reason why the kitties like us is we just hit the Meklar, who they're at war with. Yeah. Again, we're starting to get the diplomatic repercussions of being so large, but we're also hitting the point where I don't feel like the AI can really threaten us that much anymore. Okay, we're going to get a lot of messages about planets maxing factories and population, so, or factories at least. We're going to have to do a little bit more terraforming micromanagement. Okay, now before I forget, let's take the new ships that were just built and send them back up to pants. Because we have like 4 or 5 more turns to shoot down that comet. I think we'll be good. Are we getting attacked anywhere? We are not getting attacked anywhere, so that's pretty nice. Alrighty. So you need what, like 6 factories? Alright, so you're going to regrow the pop. You're going to max out in pop anyway. And you are building ships. That should easily finish the factories. Alright, Lima. I think all these planets are pretty similar. We'll just make sure that we have enough to grow the missing pop and then put a few ticks in factory building. That should be fine. You, of course, have finished the factories because you're a rich planet. How much do we have in the reserve? All right, we're okay on reserve for right now. So you go back to shipbuilding. Yeah, okay. Buddhist, you're fine. I was wondering if we had any ships there, but nope, you're good. By the way, note that we're actually running look at our trade route income. We're actually making a profit right now. Oh wait, are we making a profit? No, never mind. No, our ship costs actually are cutting into our income a decent bit. So we are losing like 7% of our income, but the trade income is helping offset that. We have a lot of trade route income. Alrighty, yeah, you're already maxed out, so you also can build this. We have 4 rich planets, which is super nice. All right, Rigel. Gonna use our reserve spending here. Now this might look nice building 100 factories in one turn, but like as soon as we discover II2, we actually will double that factory rate. So we would be getting 200 per turn if we had that. So yeah, we'll since we're not immediately ready to attack, we'll build the factories and then we'll get the planetary base up after that. All right, you will max out here. I guess you can feed the reserve for right now because I am going to be spending that. All right, same thing here. Shipbuilding, you already did that. Yep, pretty much finished the terraforming. All right, did you get your factories? You did. Shipbuilding, you do not need much in the way of factories, but we'll finish them. Pants, did you finish? You also finished your factories. Okay. Our poor world is giving us 1600 RP, and all right, that's everything. Nice. Even though we're doing pretty heavy shipbuilding, we're still getting almost 5,000 BC per turn. Okay, so let's get this comet shot down. This should be the comet being shot down. Yep. Glorious Starfleet, indeed. All right, Point Nemo. There we go. The nest, yep, okay. All right, and Lima, I guess Lima needed like 1 more tick. Or it's slightly short on the factories, okay. All right, so you can go back to the Stargate. And then I will move on the next planet. I think it'll take 2 turns to get there. Oh, no, never mind, only 1 turn, okay. In that case, let's start sending this is 2 turns, yeah, let's start sending right away. Because I can send all of them together next turn. All right. And we'll start sending the pop for the invasion. We can do 116 factories here. Yeah, this will be maxed out next turn. Alrighty. Yeah, and then let's start sending. I mean, that's our big weakness is we're very slow moving, but we shouldn't need that many transports to get through. And we should be able to do, yeah, we can do some big pop transfers now. I hate using a rich planet for this, but we'll send the most we can. That should be about right. I don't want to send from Rigel, and then our poor planet, of course, can do a big send as well. I think it can regrow that in 1 turn too. Yeah, should be able to. Poor planets are good at regrowing pop. We can probably do a little bit more actually. We'll do a 50 million send. That should be plenty. Okay. We're not getting attacked anywhere. Wait, did I forget to send the ships forward? I forgot to send the ships forward, didn't I? Well, okay. I forgot to send the ships forward last turn, didn't I? Oh, wow. These ships will go forward. I don't know if they have enough, but we'll see. We'll send them forward. All right. So you will max out in factories this turn, and then let's get... You'll work on your shield next. This planet, we'll build the Stargate. We'll build a Stargate here because this one has, or this one's rich. It'll be easier to build the Stargate. Yeah, I should. So I should have sent the ships, or at least some of these ships, forward last turn. But I was a little bit too slow to do that. So that's, whoops. And then Rigel, you can do another send here. It's nice. Now that we have advanced soil enrichment, it's a lot easier to send pop forward. Are we getting attacked anywhere? Nope. Move our spy around. Okay. So these guys are in an alliance with the humans. I'm a little worried that they'll flip the humans over to attacking me, but it's not that big a deal. Hyperspace communications would be nice to have. Oh, they have neutronium bomb. That would be awesome to get that. And they have ion drives now as well. I'm still hoping if I invade, I'll get one of these. And then I can redesign my ships, which would be very nice. All right. Remember, I only move one tile at a time. Okay, they are shooting at my bomber. I don't know if this is enough to get through. And we're so slow. We can fire at them with our... Heavy lasers actually do get through. Okay. Ah, we only needed one ship to get through. Only needed one ship to get through. We'll see. The way I was thinking about subspace teleporters, I was thinking if I needed them, I could use them, but I don't think I'm going to need them, so I probably will not use them. Subspace teleporters let you move around instantly on the map screen. All right, we have to build a couple more factories at the nest anyway. Got plenty of pop incoming here. I mean, we should have the we should have the edge in combat even. I think we take it this turn. Oh, come on. There we go. Our bombers are so slow, but they do a lot of damage. Okay, that is certainly nice. Hyperspace communications is a nice tech. Can move around. You can actually reroute stuff in midair. All right, we're unable to use that by variant rule, but that's nice. Can we get the engines? Okay, plasma cannon's a nice gun. I don't know if we're going to use it. We probably prefer Gauss autocannon, but it's a nice gun. All right, that helps. But can we get the engine tech? One more? Okay, I mean, you know, nobody's going to stop our ships now. We did manage to dodge every single engine tech yet again. I just want to point that out. Once again, we managed to avoid every single engine tech. So, I mean, great prizes. No question about that. Great prizes. But once again, we did somehow manage to, I mean, again, if you look at, we have a current report on these guys. We somehow managed to miss impulse drives and ion drives. I'm not quite sure how. We just need to take one more planet off these guys and we're good. Now, they only have 2 planets left. So the one I would certainly prefer to take is Mechlon. The problem is they have 46 bases, so I need way, way, way more in the way of ships to... like, you saw how much damage I took. I probably need like 20 or so bombers to be able to take that over. Anyway, so Rigel. Like, I need way more bombers to get that planet. Or they're just going to die en route. Alright, this will give us 14 bases, which is plenty. And then this can become like a peaceful world. Okay, well. We'll put 1 tick in, even though that's more than the planet can hold. We need to do the terraforming first. We have more pop incoming. This will fill it up, so that's nice. And then Rigel can send more pop. This will be coming in 1 turn later. Now, if you can actually be really abusive with hyperspace communications, you can have like hundreds of population just floating around in midair. And then when there's a planet you want to attack, you just suddenly have it land. But I do think that's a little bit abusive, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I only need like 4 ships to get through. That's like 50 to start the battle. It's more than I had, certainly. Well, this planet had 17 bases, and it was killing like half of a ship per round. So if that one has 46, it's like triple basically. So it'll basically like kill 2 ships every round, or like kill 2 of them each round. So anyway, I think we have enough gunships for the moment. Let's just switch over to all bomber production. Every planet that's building one of these. And the nest also has to build. So we'll switch them over to... you need to build a small amount of factories that some stupid spy destroyed. Bomber. And you can now go back to shipbuilding because I don't need to send Pop there. All right, you're good. You're good. We have enough reserve for the moment, so why don't you also build a bomber and we'll relocate it here. We'll get a few more of these. Okay, that should work. How many turns? I think it takes like 6 or 7 rounds to get to the planet. So I think about 20 ships is right. I think about 20 is right. That shouldn't take that long though. And we probably can then start sending the pop transports. How long does it take to get from Buddhist down here? 4 turns. So in a turn or 2, we'll start doing that. I don't want to send too early though. Oh, and I need to move my spies around, don't I? Again, we're so large that the AI starts disliking us. It's not surprising. We've lost a lot of huges, it's true. Alright. But we should be building like a couple of these per turn. Alright, so we have the planetary shield up. We can crash build more bases if we need to. These are now in the percentages. Let's do a couple. Let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4 from each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I want to get the high energy focus. Okay. We have 8 bombers now. And we're building about 2 per turn. I think next turn I'll send from Buddhist and start the invasion. I mean, I could technically have this stuff to like fly around in midair. Actually, you know what? Let's start doing that. I just talked about how abusive this is, and here I go right away. Wait a minute. This is this the big? Oh no, this isn't the big. Oh, it's Rohan is the big planet. Whoops, I got these planets confused. I should definitely be sending from up here because it's going to take a while to get down there. And by the time that gets down there, we should be just about ready. All right, let's go ahead and dump the reserve in here. Oh, I need to start feeding the reserve now. It's not going to take anywhere near that much to terraform this planet, so. Point Nemo, after you finish this bomber, I'll go back to feeding the reserve once Point Nemo finishes that bomber. Well, anyway, yeah, let's start sending. Rohan's the big planet up there. Yeah, Rohan sends aid, and then we need to keep moving this around. As I said, you can see the relations are starting to drop with the AIs because my population is so large. I think I have a veto block at this point right now, but yeah, we just built 4 of those bombers. Okay. Unfortunately, Tari is a relatively small world. Well, Rohan was able to do 50 million, send 53 million and immediately be right back at full again. All right, so yeah, this planet only maxes out at size 95, which is a bit of a shame, but so we don't really need that many more factories. That's good. Now, next up, let's get that Stargate so we can just have the ships routing straight here. We can finish the Stargate at the end of next turn. At least that's a 1-turn move there. Now, is it 1 turn or 2 turns to get to Meklan? 2 turns. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll launch that attack in 4 turns because that's how long it takes to get here. We certainly have plenty of population incoming. Is it Paulus? Is it 3 turns or 4 turns to get down here? 3 turns. Okay, so we can wait another turn. By the way, when are these techs going to pop? We're actually getting ready to hit in like every field soon. Yeah, Rohan sends aid. Icing Guide Star Massive Brick of Heavy Infantry. Alright, well there's the planetary shield. That's nice. Basically makes our planets invulnerable to everything that's not a bomb that's out there. So we're going to have to build those. Oh, nice. Class 11 deflector. That would be a big upgrade. Because we currently have class 6. The highest is class 15. Very, very nice. Alright. So we do have to build those. Is this someone declaring war? Okay, yeah. The fact that I was on good terms with Kitty is kind of remarkable. Alright, yep. You're going to be remaxed. Okay, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're still waiting on this to hit weapons now, also in the percentages. Alrighty. We do want to build those planetary shields. Well, yeah, we do want to build the planetary. Let's get this attack off, and then we can build them. I realize you should. But I want to get this ready. Alright, you go down here. And you can see we spent down the reserve. But Point Nemo just finished. It's, no, okay. Oops, no, I gotta click on the planet itself to cancel that. That's right. So someone does have to feed the reserve, but I wanted it to build another bomber. And Tari, you will finish that Stargate. Very good. Helps that this, it definitely helps that this is a rich planet, and then we need to get that planetary base finished. You know what? Let's have the non-shipbuilding planets build their planetary shields. Oh wait, Rigel, you need to send population this turn, don't you? Or is it next turn? It is this turn. Alright, never mind. We'll do the shields next turn. Or in another turn or two. I'll just do them all at the same time. Alright, so send from there. We're 3 turns away, 3 turns away. I think we're going to have enough pop. The question is just, do we have enough to get through the missile base? And I think we do. I think we'll have enough to get through the missile bases. Currently have 14 of them there. I should have around that 20 that we were shooting, that we were aiming for. It's going to be very ugly if it doesn't work, if I don't send enough. So I figured that was just a matter of time, but I don't really see how the cats can hurt me at this point. Again, building 100 Scout 2s. All right, so now the planet does need to build its defensive base. Okay. 17 bombers. Let's go. Hopefully that's enough. And you guys all... Okay. We sent slightly more than we needed there. There we go. Oh, we can update our... We can actually update our Stargates to here now. Oh, we can make it in 2 turns. Nice. So we'll actually have 20... We'll have 20 bombers, just what we were shooting for. Nice. Anyway, so we just sent pop from Rigel, and Tari, he's not going to send pop because it's still developing. All right, let's go through and build the shield, just to make sure we have the shield on every planet that needs it. Look at that. See, it's upgrading the bases. Oh, we needed a whole turn. Wow. Because we have to upgrade our 62 bases. That's why it was expensive there. Yeah, same thing here. We'll just build the 16 bases at Ant. Well, this is just a round where we're doing all missile bases. Yeah, apparently the base is pretty expensive on these planets. All right. We do need to... We don't need much waste cleanup, but we do need at least a little bit on these planets. Usually I'll just build like 1 base. All right, you're good there. You need to feed the reserve, but also do build a base. Okay, we don't need 4 of them. That'll do. And this, yeah, so after this is done, we're going to get all the messages. All right, now you will probably need 2 turns to build it because you're a poor planet, even though you're gigantic. Okay, we do still have a little tech trickling. That's good. All right, did we get an updated report on these guys? We did. Oh, they have complete terraforming. That's plus 120. That's the highest terraforming tech in the game. No wonder their population is so high. If when we invade their planets, we will likely lift that tech relatively soon, and yeah. So we do have the possibility of getting pulled into a war, but I think we can hold the Borathi as allies, and we shouldn't lose the game. I think we have a veto block already, but with the Borathi, we surely have a veto block. Uh-oh, they just went up to 58 bases. That's, they just got some terraforming tech, so that's concerning. Industrial waste elimination or powered armor. Well, powered armor doesn't advance the tree. Unfortunately, they just added 20 more bases, so we might not have enough here, actually. Let me see. I believe we have to take this because it's the only option to move the tree forward. It does mean that we then get to be the silicoids, which is cute. I just have no... yeah, okay, so... we had no adamantium armor. That's actually a shame. We missed andrium armor, we missed tritanium armor, we missed adamantium armor, but if we take this, we can get neutronium guaranteed at the next slot, so we'll take that. A bit of a shame, but eventually we're guaranteed the best armor tech. Oh, they lost the other planet? That's their last planet? Uh-oh. So we'll get the genocide penalty for wiping them out if we hit that. That's definitely unfortunate. All right, we're going to get a billion messages about planetary shield, so we'll adjust spending in a second. Yeah, I wasn't trying to wipe them out. This is... if we take this planet now, we're going to get the big Diplo penalty, so that's not what we wanted, but it is what it is. Sure, why not? We can always reroute it in space if we need to. Okay. Well, we have a lot of pop en route. Let me go through and just adjust what my planets are doing. Okay, we don't need 21 defensive bases. A lot of planets are going to look like that. You're a research planet. You should be, yeah, a shipbuilding. Yeah, you are also a research planet. You're a rich planet, so you should be shipbuilding. Research planet. You are now a shipbuilding planet, apparently. I need you on the reserve, because I did run the reserve down a little bit. Well, if this doesn't work, we can always build more bombers. Prefer for it not to be like a wasteful failed attack, but we'll see. All right, did you finish the shield? I don't think you finished the shield, so you can finish it there. That looks good, though. That looks good. All right, we already went through all the planets now. Okay. No, I mean, I guess we could technically move all of our stuff off of this, but... Did they gain anything new? They haven't gained anything new in terms of tech. It's just those pulsars, which are nasty. We'll see what happens. No, never mind. Cancel. I'm just clicking on it because it says bugs, but we're actually in the first save slot here. Alrighty. Well, hopefully this works. It's a bit of a shame that this planet just got taken over by the Sakra. Are we getting attacked anywhere? Just to check. No, we're not. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to adjust this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just tick that back. All right. Again, we're close to popping computers propulsion weapons. And hopefully if this invasion succeeds, we're basically guaranteed to get an engine tech. All right. Now here's the question. Can we survive the big bombing run? What's on these ships? More pulsons, but a lot of neutronium bombs. This one's mostly neutronium bombs, which are not going to matter that much. Okay, that could be bad. Getting pushed away from the planet is definitely not what we want. Okay, it only killed one ship. Ow. I think we still make it. I'm like, I think we make it. Ow. We still made it. See, we were fine. And we did pick up the fusion rifle in that last ground combat, so we are now definitively ahead of them. It's okay, they're survivors. Because we have Zortrium, that's plus 10. We have Armored Exoskeleton, that's plus 20. Yeah, they get plus 5 for being the defender. We actually have plus 25 right now. So we are basically the Bullrathi in this combat. The Bullrathi get plus 20 to their ground rolls, but we're plus 25. That's like better than 2-to-1 casualty advantage. That's a big one. I mean, I would put one of the I would put like a Zyro shield or a lightning shield. I'm not going to put anti-missiles on. Anti-missiles is pretty outdated by this point. Anyway. We are researching a better ECM. Now, unfortunately, this is going to eliminate them, which I was not trying for. Okay, this is nice. We got their pulsons. So that means if something shows up with a lot of shielding, we don't have to use the scatter packs. We can use pulsons instead. So that's nice. All right, there we go. We finally have a drive. We finally can move. Hooray! And we got their phasers as well. We might want to do something with heavy phasers, potentially. But we're about to have high energy focus, so there's less need for the heavy phasers. Okay, Gatling lasers. Garbage. There's the impulse drives, but we got the ion drives from them. Yeah, I mean, the prizes were worth... I wasn't trying to do this. I wanted to leave them with one planet alive next to me, but unfortunately we got caught with this. So now everybody... I mean, we're about to attack them, so no. I don't want to sign a trade deal. I'm immediately going to break. But yeah, everybody's going to dislike us for that shortly. So yeah, everybody hates us now, which is not unsurprising. I feel bad about the Bullrathi because I really have been trying to cultivate them as an ally. So we will not get votes from anyone in this council election, except maybe that. Well, no, the soccer will vote against us. So we better make sure that we have a. I'm pretty sure this is at least 1/3 of the galaxy, though. So you do have to be careful with some of this stuff. But even if they all vote against us, I'm pretty confident this is at least 1/3 because like this. I don't think this and this and this and this together is 2/3. I can't see that. Yeah, we don't need a separate design anymore. I just was going to pop. I want to pop the. Well, we don't need to pop. I do want to pop high energy focus because I want to put that on a gunship. And I would like to use the. Well, I technically don't even need the Gauss autocannon. I really just need the high energy focus now. I also would like to put this ECM Jammer 7 on there if I can. So once these 3 techs pop, we'll do a new design. And it'll be much, much better than what we have right now. All right, anyway, well, the good news is Mechlon. Oh, I should have been sending more population to Mechlon. Well, oh, hey, guess what? Yeah, now we have engines. I can just stuff in pop immediately now. I was like, oh, wait, that's right. I have engines now. So we'll do the terraforming. And we might as well just get as much pop as we can here. Because we don't actually really need to build more factories. We'll build some, but we don't really need to. There's already 1,000 factories on the planet. We really just need population to work the factories. So Rigel, you can take care of that. We'll probably do 25, no problem. Just to make sure. And then Tauri, you as well. I know you're a rich planet. I don't care. I want to fill this new world up with population. The one thing that genocide does, though, is it does mean that we're a lot less likely to be able to win a council vote election, and that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Anyway, let's stop building these designs. Let's put all these planets on research, because we're going to research these techs, and then we'll do a better design. Like, let's stop building stuff that's going to be outdated soon. Like, all these planets can just do research instead. And then we'll build a better design. You stay on feeding the reserve, but like we don't need to build bombers that are going to be outdated. Still, this design was critical. It got us it got us some enormously valuable prizes, and now we go up to 11,000 BC per turn. So yeah. Sounds good. This council vote will probably be the last opportunity to lose the game. Anyway, we spying on these guys. We got a report on them. Let's get a report on the Bears. I would love to get these battle computers, but seems unlikely. Okay, so for these guys, what do they have? They also have Scatter Pack 7, so that's going to make attacking a little tricky, but it's not as bad as it sounds for a ship that we might be designing, because we will have class 6 deflectors. Again, the Scatter Pack 7 does 10 damage per shot, and we can block 6 of the 10s. Like, that's not that bad. And if we have the if we can put this ECM Jammer 7 on there, we actually will have pretty good missile defense. So, like, that'll be ugly, but it won't be the end of the world. All right, someone apparently built a bomber anyway. All right, so Mechlon immediately finished whatever factories it still needed. Actually, right now, you should probably feed the reserve, too, just so we can build this up ahead of time. All right. And Mechlon will now be one of the jewels of our empire. So we already have as many factories as it can get. It's relatively cheap to grow the population with advanced soil. So let's get that defense. Actually, we should probably get the Stargate up, because we're not being attacked here right now, are we? Not being attacked here just yet. And let's see. So we'll grow 40 million. We need about 60. You know what? We don't have to even spend this much, even though it's relatively cheap. We'll work on getting this done. We can have it done next turn. You ship in more population, and we can basically fill this up anyway in a turn. Not quite that much. Okay. And then these planets will be the next ones to go for. This one, Celia, doesn't have a lot, but even it's also nice that this is at the. Oh, this was the former final Mechlar planet. This will be easy. Famous last words. This will be easy. Yeah, high energy focus. Oh, and there was a suggestion in the video last time. They said it would be a good idea to go for Orion. I think we can take Orion, but let's build up the Navy first of all. When the Navy gets big enough, we'll just slot over to Orion and grab it. I want to grab... This looks so juicy, these soccer planets down here. A lot of them are pretty poorly defended. Their homeworld's over here. Like, this is just... Nom 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 nom. Snap these up. Let's get that complete terraforming from them. And then we'll see what we can do about growing enough pop to win a council vote. This is probably someone declaring war. Or no, it's the council. I forgot. Whoops. All right. Bugsy. I think we're okay here. I think everyone votes against us, but I think we have a third veto block, so I think we'll be okay. Oh, the Morathi abstained. Let's go. They abstained. They're probably... They don't like us very much, but I think they're at war with the Sakra, so they just voted for no one. We actually got a vote from the humans. Let's go. I like the bears and humans, as I said. I like to keep them on my side. All right, 18 votes. They have a veto block right now, but we have like 30 votes. All right, well, not 30. We have 20 votes. That's more than enough for a veto block. More than enough. So that's the last opportunity to lose the game at this point. We should be in pretty comfortable shape at this point. All right, so Mechlon has indeed, as you can see, remaxed. So again, this is why we have the reserve. This is why even having 5,000 in the reserve is not a lot at this stage of the game. So that's why we're going to keep feeding it. And now we're going to finish our warp gate and simultaneously build 8 missile bases. And we'll shift our stuff over there. All right, now I'm waiting for these techs to pop. We'll build a few more defenses here, and then we'll get ready to go. These planets are good, right? All right, you should not be researching. You should be feeding the reserve. This planet's small enough that this one's not actually a great shipbuilder. So this one and Point Nemo are good for just giving me more reserve spending. Does Mechlon need any factories? Nope. One nice thing about the Mechlar is they have so many factories already. We were already in solid shape there. All right, now are we actually at war? We're actually not even at war with the Sakra right now, which I feel a little bad about that. But we'll go take this planet Celia, I think. We'll do that next turn and just start at a nice, easy, soft target. Okay, when are these techs gonna pop? All right. All right. Anyway. Let's go grab this next one. Mechlon, you can take this one over. You now have plenty of bases. No one's attacking us. I should just make sure I keep the updated spying report with all these guys. I'm not too concerned. I guess we'll get one with the kitties, who are pretty irrelevant. All right, one nice thing about having these massive planets is, you know, we can send 50 million and instantly regrow in one turn. It's not even that, it's really not that expensive at this stage of the game. All right. And hopefully our techs will pop because we can design a very good ship as soon as we do this. So we're pretty much on cruise control here. Are there any artifact worlds? That's a great question. There's one way up here. A lot of rich planets in this galaxy, and we own almost all of them. We have 5 rich planets. Only 1 artifacts world. Also only 1 poor world, which we also have. What's on this design? Auto Blaster. Okay, they do have Warp Dissipator on there, but Warp Dissipator gets a lot less scary once we have the high energy focus. Red is bears, yep. Oh no, Borathi's still range 7. I think we can handle that. Well, there's the ECM Jammer attack. There's the Gauss. Now we just need high energy focus. Alright, well that was a bad roll. The only thing to move the tree forward is another Jammer attack, so that kind of stinks. No other options though. Alright, so what do we want to take here? Do you want Scatter Pack 10? These missiles are pretty awesome. Plasma Rifle, nah. We already have the Fusion Rifle, so this is pretty irrelevant. Hellfire Torpedoes are kind of fun too. I like Scatter Pack 10. This fires 10 Stinger missiles at a time. 10 shots at each do 15 damage. This thing is so nasty. I'm just gonna take the Scatter Pack 10. I love that. I don't really love torpedoes that much, personally. Yeah, Scatter Pack 10 would be fun in the Nebula. Alright, so how do we match up in terms of... Okay, we beat them in ground tech, so that's good. They only had 17 factories, so unsurprisingly there was no tech looted. And of course they declare war because we invaded them. That's understandable. Did we get any attaboys from the people who hate the soccer? No, because we didn't actually bomb them. So they're at war with... Alright, the Borathian humans are at war with them, though, so we do have the potential, if we start hitting some of their planets, for them to like us. Now, we're just waiting for that high energy focus to pop, which should be any turn now. Good news is we can use this time to pump up this new planet. Alright, so we do need to terraform atmospheric... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's I guess we can't do anything more than that right now. Because atmospheric, I think, costs 200 BC. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I guess we can't really do much more for this turn. Unfortunately, it is a very small planet. But yeah, we'll chill here for a turn. I'm not going to attack that planet until... We're not really in any rush here. We can't lose a council vote, so... Oh no, not that. Oh, Mechlon wasn't maxed out in pop there? Okay. Alright, well anyway, here we go. We'll just make sure it has enough. Okay, so atmospheric, then... I don't know how much terraforming it can absorb, but we'll assume it can do a fair bit. We'll just toss in like another 30 million pop. You know, just a little bit between friends. Alright, Celia, yeah, is still getting... Somebody's trying to go there. Okay, I'm not scared of that. It's the only planet we're getting attacked at. We'll be able to build the factory super fast as soon as this is done. But yeah, there's like nothing here right now. So we're trying to build this up from scratch. Also, when is this tech going to pop? It's up to 30% odds right now. Okay, it would have been nice for that to pop. Alright. But we can stand this planet up pretty quickly. Alright, so this will take care of the remaining terraforming. I don't know quite how much more pop it needs, but we'll toss it 50 million just because we can. I mean, we're just basically waiting on this tech to pop anyway. I mean, we're almost We almost have that plus 80 terraforming as well. We're just basically waiting on this tech to finish. That's why I'm not doing any shipbuilding. Once again, it failed to pop. All right. But again, because we have the improved industrial, and we can probably stop doing quite so much reserve spending at this point. Put this on. Actually, you stay on this, and Point Nevo, you can do research for right now, even though it feels bad to have you on research. All right, I mean, we're at 14,000 RP per turn. Come on, high energy focus. Up to almost 50-50 odds right now. All right, so yeah, I mean, you can see how fast we can build factories here. 144 per turn. This planet doesn't even have factories yet. This will max out in like 2 more turns, and then we can get everything ready, and then we'll hit the next planet. There we go. Oh. I was like, well, there's the high energy folk. Okay. All right. I guess we're doing advanced cloning. Note that high energy focus still did not pop, so anyway. Now it's at 25% odds. Okay. Well, we can use this turn to terraform our worlds. Add another 20 million on each planet. It's super cheap to do this terraforming. That'll more than carry it out. So most of these planets will immediately remax. I don't really need to even do this manually, but you know me, I will, because I can never afford not to. This will also give us some more reserve stuff, so that's not the end of the world. Again, I expect most of these planets will just remax instantly at the new factories, and then we'll just have like one more turn where we need to grow some pop. Okay, that's more than I need, but whatever. And of course, one planet does need to. You can no, you're a rich planet. Hell, that'll mean that we don't have. We still have something in the going into research spending. Again, this is why I don't play on large maps very often. Is the bigger the map, the more planets you have to go through and do this. I mean, you don't have to do this on all the planets, but I think you guys know me. I can't not micromanage. I can't not micromanage, even when it's not really needed like this. All right, let's chase them away. As I said, yeah, I mean, good try, but no. We know you're going to run. Okay, once again, we still did not... No, they're all going to say they remaxed on their factories. Once again, we still did not discover high energy focus this turn, so okay. We're apparently also getting attacked here, so that's a thing. Yeah, I mean, they got nothing. It's... Again, we have the actual chance to discover is double what it says here. So we're getting literally 50-50 odds every turn right now. All right, anyway, all these planets max their factories. So let's just grow the missing pop, which is apparently 3. And move on. I just want to design a new ship. The high energy focus kind of matters. It lets us hit things 4 tiles away. So it kind of matters. Anyway, we just got to grow the pop at this point. 7. How much did we probably end up with a lot in the... Yeah, we have 15,000 in the reserve now, so that's nice. That means we can really be aggressive about tossing money around. It's easy when you have this many rich planets. All right, so here, easy enough. Put some of that reserve to good use. Double our production. Okay, we can get 11... We'll toss 40. Hey, look at this. We'll toss 40 more bases on here. 40 more bases. Yeah, I don't think we need them, but I mean, we can afford it. Money is not really a problem right now. So sure, why not? There you go. There's your casual 235 factories built in one turn. And then next turn, we'll just build the shield and maybe a Stargate. Actually, I don't think we really need a Stargate. This is not a particularly big planet. All right, anyway. That's why I favor. I know that there was some discussion about should I take the improved industrial 9 or improved industrial 2. I like that tech. It makes it so easy to stand up new worlds. Just because the factories are insanely cheap, especially with the Klackons. Oh, only +2. Okay. Did I already do these planets before? I feel like I did these planets before. Nope, I did not. I guess I do have a lot of planets now. Alright, no, these are like the last ones I hadn't done before. Alright, all the planets will be remaxed after this. Did Rohan? Okay, Rohan actually built all its factories in one turn. That's pretty impressive, poor world. That'll be enough. Okay, alright, there we go. Alright, let's save this because I don't have to do that again. We'll have to do terraforming one more time when we take that improved terraforming from complete terraforming from the AI. Yeah, our tech levels are really high. All right, can we finally discover this tech? 235 factories, pretty hilarious. They're like, we're gonna come attack you, and we're like, we just built 40 bases in one turn. Yeah, good. Come get some. They'll run away, of course. There we go, finally. Alright. There's a subspace teleporter. We'll skip that, as previously discussed. We'll go for the pulsar. Good for hitting groups of small ships, if I remember correctly. Yeah, good for wiping out small ships. We probably won't need that. Alright, anyway. We're going to be told all these planets remaxed. And now we'll... let's design our new ship, shall we? We can put a lot of goodies on this ship. Like, a lot of goodies. Alright. Clear. Oh, let's do this design. This one's pretty funky looking. Alright. Level 8 attack. Level 6 shields. Level 7 jammer. Still don't have better armor, unfortunately. That's like a hole in our setup. Alright, we still have the 1 combat speed. Specials, what do we want to put on here? Do we want the cloaking device? We do want... So, let's just go through. We definitely want auto repair. We definitely want high energy focus. The question is, do we want the cloaking device? It does take up an awful lot of space. Yeah, I think so. I think we do want the cloaking device because we're going to be assaulting these planets. All right, well, here's our Gauss autocannon. And we want the neutronium bombs as well. Now, we can't fit a ton of this stuff on here. We'll put 20 of the bombs on, because we're using this more as like a bomber than a straight-up fighter. But this is still enough guns to be pretty nasty. Gauss 6. Of course, we have to decloak to fire, but still. That should be a pretty nasty ship. It should be pretty nasty. Yeah, we had antimatter drives, but since we just got the ion drives, it's like a kind of a low priority now. All right, oops. So I just need 1 click. If you want to see, and if you want to see how these stack up, so yeah, you can see it's like double the cost, or almost double the cost, but it has much better stuff on it. Much better stuff on it. Yeah, we actually have missile defense 7. That's pretty nice. Like, that's a lot of missile defense. And 6 points of shielding. Too bad the warp 1 speed. The glaring weakness is only having the base, is only having Zortrium armor. Because, like, if we get Neutronium, which is at the next tier, the ships will go up to 3,000 health. Right? Isn't that... Yeah, the ships will go up to 3,000 health, if that works. Or is that right? It's something like that. Anyway, it's a lot more. It's way more, basically. All right. Anyway. So, Lima... Wait, Lima, no, you should not be building ships. You're a research planet. You, though, absolutely want to be building ships. You are also a research planet. You are a rich planet, so you are not a research planet. We have so many rich planets, though. We really can do these quickly. All right, you also want to relocate and build this. All right. Celia, we'll max out your pop here. I don't think you need like any more factories. You need a few, but not a lot. Yeah, you don't need that many. This should max you out. And then you can do your defense. All right, you Point Nemo. For the moment, I'll have you on shipbuilding, but I'll probably put you back on the reserve when I spend it down, which I inevitably will. Because I always spend the reserve down and then have to fill it back up again. So we should build a lot of these ships in like a couple turns. We'll have a whole bunch of them popping out. All right, so that's all our ship. We dropped down to 7,000 RP, but that should be pretty good. I know, beam defense 0. I know. Yep, considering where the Klackons are, armor situation is pretty pathetic. All right, so what are these guys? They have... Okay, we need some of our new ships to take this planet, Quail. I was like, do I queue up an attack? But the answer is no, I really can't. That's too many bases. Like, I mean, we might be able to take this one. This has no bases. We could actually go... All right, well, okay, I don't think I can do it against this. Not against that. Not against the core of the Sakra fleet. Let's build up a little bit first, and then... What the heck is this? Okay. Yeah, we need to build some of our new ships first before we can take that. We don't have quite enough just yet. All right, Klendathu needs to rebuild some factories. Still not getting attacked anywhere, so that's nice. Klendathu. We're also hitting the stage of the game where... oh, wait, no, I don't need to transfer money there. I just have to build the factories that they blew up, which is going to cost... like 100 BC at this stage. All right, here we go. Planets. Celia. There you go. That should be plenty of bases. We'll just do that, and then you're probably fine. Again, I don't think this planet needs a Stargate because it's like it's not a very big planet, unfortunately. And like we can easily jump over there. All right. Races. Just making sure we keep contemporary reports with these guys. They have advanced planetology tech 1. That's funny. Now notice we're not at war with the Bolrathi and the humans, even though they hate us. We're still trading with them. We're still getting our trade income, so that's pretty nice. Sooner or later they might declare war, but since we have the veto block, I'm not too concerned right now. All right, yep. And there's our planetary shield. You know, I don't think this planet needs a Stargate, but you never know. I mean, it only takes 4 turns, so since we're just kind of chilling right now, that's fine. All right. Now, how many ships do I think I need to get through 49 of these bases? That's really the question, isn't it? Let's get to about 10 of these, and then maybe we can go from there. We will need to send a lot of pop. This planet does have 195 people on it. So we will have to send... But we can figure that out. We do have the ground pounder advantage. I'd say let's get at least... Yeah, well, the thing is, they're not going to shoot... They can only shoot at 1 stack at a time, is the thing. Remember, these bombers do a lot of damage, and they can only shoot at 1 stack at a time. So that makes it easier. I think once we have about 10, we're pretty much good to go. Okay, wow, somebody has some fast ships over there. Rigel is getting focused by apparently their fleet, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'll have 50 bases by the time they get there, and I don't think they have anything on their designs that can really hurt me. Yeah, they don't have any bombs. They have antimatter bomb. Well, we have if they have antimatter bombs, that could be somewhat concerning, but I'm still like we have good ECM tech. We have 21 points, and we can cut out a lot of the damage from that. I think we'll be okay. I'm not that scared. This looks like a big stack, but at this stage of the game, it's not that large of a stack. Anyway, we will still build bases there. And you know what? We have a gazillion reserve. We'll just double the bases. Why not? We're fine. We'll just have 70 bases by the time they get there. So good luck with that. All right. Let's start sending pop, shall we? Can Paulus make it there in 2 turns? It can, yeah. Fast engines are I like having fast engines. This is a lot better than what we had before. All right, so Paulus, Quail, fast engines are nice. We'll send everything forward next turn because Mechlon is surely a 1-turn send. I think every planet has the class 15 shield. I'm pretty sure they all do. So the humans are pretty fast. All right. You want to see my planet do anything? Oh, some of them do. Oh wow, some of them do not have the class 10 shield, huh? I am surprised. Okay, I thought they did. Well, if they come under attack, we'll make sure that they have it. I am surprised though. I thought they all did. You're right. You are correct. I was wrong. All right, so you do need to finish regrowing those last few points. Tari, I'm going to put you over to reserve now. Because I do want one planet feeding the reserve. All right. 10 of these. I said I was going to attack with 10, and I have 10. Mechlon, do your thing. I have 58 million. We can... I think we can do that many, though. Yeah, well, we'll do 55, split the difference. Pretty sure we can do that many. Celia, you're not a particularly large planet, but sure. 30 more. I think that'll be enough with everything we have here. All right. Hopefully we can get that complete terraforming from these guys. All right, let's do it. All right, what do they have? They don't have anything that can really hurt us here. They're probably just gonna run away. I should have put a scout over this planet so they would stick around and then I could kill them. But they're just gonna run. See. The torpedoes have their damage halved against planets, so they didn't actually have enough there. All right. I'm not too concerned about this. All right, so forward, here we go. There's nothing to dodge behind. What is this planet? What does this one have? Oh, I have the high energy focus, but I don't want to decloak, because if I decloak, then I'll take extra damage. See, they can only fire at one ship at a time. We'll retreat these out. See, all those missiles went after the other ship. Now, I wasn't deliberately decoying them. All right, well, say goodbye to our gunships here. Poor gunships. Ow. They only killed 2 of them at a time on each volley, though. So, see, we have enough to get through here. Farewell, gunships. You served us well. You tanked those shots like a champ. Alright. Yeah, so what's our advantage here? Okay. We're Zortrium to Andrium, so that's -5. Yeah, that's -5, but Armored Exoskeleton to Combat Armor is +20. So we're +15 there, and then we're +10 on Fusion versus Ion. So we're +25, and then they get 5 for being the Defender, so we're +20. So basically we're the Bulrathi here. We have an exact +20 edge. It's really the Armored Exoskeleton. If we didn't have the Armored Exoskeleton, this would be pretty even. And the Fusion Rifle is nice, too. Hopefully, maybe we can get Andrium from these guys. That would be nice. I really want that complete terraforming, though. Alright. So. First soccer planet taken. Doom Virus. There's an old report that Syrian had on his Master of Orion website, which is not online anymore, but I do have a link to the archived version on the Wayback Machine. Anyway, Syrian has a report on his website where he does a Klackon game. I think it's the first one he did. He has this exact screenshot. The Klackons invading, taking over a planet, and capturing Doom Virus tech. And the captain is like, this is literally pointy stick research. Literally pointy stick research. The bugs capturing Doom virus tech. It's hard to think of something that's like more pointy stick research than this. They literally have a pointy stick here. Anyway. Okay, Auto Blaster, a little outdated, but a fun weapon. It's 3 fusion beam shots at a time. All right, hey, that's an upgrade over what we have. We have class 6. Not enough to do a new ship design, but still nice. Okay, we don't need more range, but sure. Oh, that's nice. I mean, we have Battle Computer 7, so that's an upgrade. But can we get complete terraforming? Hey, there's the antimatter torpedoes. Okay, we didn't get the big terraforming tech, but surely we'll get it soon enough. Still, we did get some upgrades there. Oh, and by the way, look, now notice we're back to neutral with both the humans and the Borathi. They don't like the Sakura, so attacking them boosts relations with the humans and the Borathi. These guys don't really have much of anything. I mean, I could maybe try to trade for one of their armors, but we'll be able to we'll get Andrium from one of these upcoming attacks. And yeah, I mean, we actually still have some really good stuff to get from them. We get another battle computer upgrade, the Andrium. Hopefully we can get complete we will get complete terraforming at some point. Universal Antidote would be nice if they ever start showing up with Doom virus, which hopefully they won't. And maybe we can get Advanced Planetology Tech 1. That would be funny. And the heavy, and some of their stuff's outdated, but yeah, okay. Where are we on the tech tree, by the way? Oh, we're close on industrial waste elimination, which makes it easier when you're fiddling with the sliders. And then I probably will do a new design when I get this. Class 11 deflectors are a huge upgrade over the class 6 that we're using right now. That would be really, really nice. So that's like, and we could also put some of these new toys to use too. Okay, anyway, so that planet will surely get attacked by something. So we just need to make sure we have a missile base set up here so we can chase them away. All right, so need to get that base built before anything else. And fortunately, we can pump in more population here. It can hold, we don't need, I mean, they have complete terraforming, so we don't have to terraform. It can hold another 130 million, so Celia and Quail can do like half of that this turn. That might be a little bit more than this planet can do, but that's fine. And here, yeah, another 55. I mean, that'll get it like 80 million more this turn. So we should be able to do, I think we can have the planetary shield done next turn. Anyway. Because I can't chase away this entire group with just my ships. Not yet. Okay. I should have sent again from Tari or Rigel. Oh, well, I would have done another send from Rigel, but Rigel was busy. Rigel was busy building those missile bases. All right, so that's the only place we're being attacked. And yeah, we're just going to continue building more of these. We'll go. Oh my God, Vienna has 87 bases. Oh my. Okay. Well, I do want to take that world because it's in the corner, but maybe we'll go for FICO next because it's a little bit less contested. I think I need a stack of like 30 or so of those new ships, but we're building like 2 of them every turn, so it shouldn't take too much longer to get a big stack. That's true. The autocannons with high energy focus are pretty powerful. That's true. All right. Well, anyway, we will have enough here to build the missile base, which is what we wanted. So let's get that. Yeah, 26 bases. I don't know if we need quite that many. Let's do this. Factories. All right, how much more pop can Quail hold? Another 30 million. So Mechlon, that's on you. Do another 30 mil. Okay, that's more than it can hold. Something like that. All right. Okay. Chase them off here, and then we'll go grab FICO while we're still building more ships. How big is our fleet of this new design? We already have 10 of them. I mean, we're building them pretty darn fast. Yeah, we just need an armor upgrade. Agreed. We have the top armor in the game guaranteed after we discover this next construction tech. So again, I don't really feel any need to like rush through this. We're not in any danger. All right. Well, they're apparently coming out to fight. Apparently they're coming out to fight. The Hydras are probably the most dangerous thing. I think I'll fire at them. They're also very lightly shielded. The Dragon, we should have our ships fire. Oh, actually, these... they all have antimatter stuff on them. I'll fire at the Hydra stack. I think that's the most dangerous one. Okay, the bomber design is... Yeah, it should probably just retreat. Yep, Gauss plus high energy focus is pretty strong. Alright, I'll fire at that. How about you just retreat? They are firing at us, okay. Got them retreating backwards, which is always amusing. Okay, that did not get through our auto repair, so that's good. Oh, they're running. Ah, okay, well, we killed some of them. Alright, Lima, we have to rebuild factories because spying is annoying. Alright, there you go. Industrial waste elimination. Yep, now we are the silicoids. Neutronium armor, best armor in the game. We'll solve all of our... We'll help our ground combat, and will also cause us to build ships. I'm actually going to give this increased spending priority, because this is a really big tech for us. Yeah, they want peace, because they know they can't hurt me at this point. At this point, it's just... I mean, the game is basically over. It's just a matter of running over these guys. Okay, yeah, look at this. And, like, look how fast we have remaxed this planet. Again, II2 just makes it so easy to stand up these planets. Just take that over, and, yeah. And we might as well build a... We're already completely safe here. We can build a Stargate in 3 turns. We already have bases up. Like... Game's just basically over. Hey, Scipio. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. They took this game down on Internet Archive. Interesting. Anyway, so as I said, I wanted to give a little extra priority to construction. So we'll just put 1 tick from every field. Not like a crazy priority, but we'll give it a modest priority. So research is a little bit faster. Where the Klackons were excellent in construction research. Alrighty, so we chased them away. Quail's secure. While we're continuing to build more of these ships, let's go grab this planet, FICO. It's got a lot of pop, but it doesn't have much in the way of defenses. So I'll keep the bombers here. The bombers I'm going to need for this planet, Gieta, because we're going to take damage doing that. But we'll fly the new Gausses over here and go grab this planet. And then once, like I said, once we have about 30 of them, I think we'll have enough to go take Gieta. And it's 87 bases. All right, anyway, FICO. Yeah, we need to send Pop over there, so let's do it. Celia, you almost have your Stargate done. Someday. And that Sunday is like 2 turns from now. That should be about as much as we can do in 1 turn. There is a limit. You can only regrow 1/4 of your population in 1 turn. So usually it's like right between where the T and the R in transport are. So like you see me click like that spot a lot. I just kind of go off that. All right, and Rigel, you can't get there in 1 turn, but we'll send right now anyway, because we will need more pop to fill up the planet on the following turn. Unfortunately, you guys are relatively close here. Okay, that'll do. All the other planets are further away. Oh, I guess I can put that last tick. It's so nice now with the sliders. I don't have to spend anything on waste cleanup, which is just amazing. Like there's literally our factories do not pollute anymore, which is just awesome. It's so rare you even get to that point in this game. Most games do not get to industrial waste elimination. But it sure is nice when it happens. I realize that it's kind of silly to like go through and do this, but I like this, having the sliders nice and neat like that. Okay. Moo Classic is, yeah, so you can buy this game if you like. If you've never played this game, obviously it's a very, very old game. You can get it for dirt cheap. I'd encourage people to go try it. As you said, you can get it on GOG, which is Good Old Games, for literally $2 right now. Like, if this seems at all appealing, why not give it a try? Okay. Well, this planet actually has a lot of... I didn't realize it had so many factories. They didn't build any bases here yet, but starting with 200 factories is nice. Alright, well... They got a lot of soccer there, but we already said we have the advantage here. We have... I already did the calculation for the last planet, so I won't do it again, but we're plus 20. So I think we survived this with like 30-ish soldiers left, would just be like my rough eyeballing of it. It actually looks like we're going to do even better than that. I often tend to underestimate how well you do, because I'm so used to playing on Impossible, where like you have these humongous tech disadvantages, and like you're taking like 3-to-1, 4-to-1 casualties and just feeding your pop into the meat grinder. It's rare to be in these situations where you actually have the edge. Okay, I said we'd have about 30 left. It looks like that's a decent estimate. 43. We should get maybe 1 or 2 techs here. If we're lucky, we'll get 3. I think it's I believe it's every factory gives you 2% odds to find a tech. I think that's what it is. For each factory, I believe it rolls a 1 in 50 dice roll. So I have seen situations where I captured 20 factories and got 2 techs. I've also had 200 factories captured and gotten none, but on average it's about 1 tech for every 50 factories, roughly. All right, some outdated stuff. I mean, a good tech, but we have better. Okay, we already have industrial waste elimination, so that does nothing for us. This is a good haul, considering they only had 200 factories. We didn't get the big prize, though, which is the complete terraforming, but, you know, still something. Hey, Celia finished at Stargate. Now we build a billion now we build all the Scout 2s, right? Anyway. So FICO has ships incoming, but... yeah, alright. Anyway, so you can see with all these attacks... now we're back up to relaxed with the humans, and yeah. We're also apparently have enough computer tech that our spies are dominating. But you can see we're starting to accelerate out. I don't think we can win the 25-50 vote, because I think the soccer still have too much population. But if we could capture complete terraforming, we actually might be able to win the next vote. But we'd have to, because that would give us 40 million more pop on every planet. But we'd have to try to take that. All right, how well okay, this planet is just as well defended. So let's try to. We want to try to take out Guyana while we can, because it's like in the corner. It's going to be annoying to get over there. All right, first things first. You know the drill. Reserve spending here. It doesn't need terraforming, but it does need factories, and it's going to need defense. How long away is this attack, just out of curiosity? 4 turns, okay. I'm assuming it takes 2 turns to get to Guyana from here. Okay, so we can keep our ships here. And hey, we might as well move our go-to orders over to here. Because why not? It's closer. And Quail's almost done with its own Stargate, which will be nice. All right, main thing we have to do here is we need to stuff this planet full of population. And factories, but pop comes first. We need 150 pop. Well, the good news is we can do that. We already have 26 million coming in, so we need 120 more. I think we can do that this turn. I'll send a little less here because this planet's already not quite at full. I oversent a little bit. But Quail, that's 1 turn, right? Yep. You can send 40-ish. And you should be able to regrow all that. And Mechlon, you are also not at full. So I'll send a little bit less so you can also regrow what's remaining. Okay, that should get it pretty close to maxed out. Yep, looks like there's something coming our way. I'm pretty sure we can chase it off. Oh no, whatever will we do? Is this someone declaring war? Yeah, I'm aware. But you guys don't like the lizards, and I'm taking care of them, so, you know. Alright. Mechlon is remaxed. Quail is remaxed. Good stuff. Okay. Where are we getting attacked this time? Tari. Well, good luck with that, you guys. I'm not building more bases, but what I will do... we'll build some scouts. No. I don't want to build 300... oh, you know what we can do? We do have a Stargate there. I'm going to move a scout too. That way they will fire their missiles, and then I can kill some of them. That's a little bit cheesy. Yeah, look at this. 189 out of 190. Look at that. That's a coincidence. I'm not that good, but still, that's pretty nice. All right, and then now we reserve spend. And now we build 338 factories in 1 year. Yep, I like the Master of Orion late game. This is one reason why the game tends to get easier as it goes on. The AI just does not use speed as well as the human player can do so. All right, cool. We can do that in 1 turn. Nice. All right, FICO is just about ready to go. Let's hold here for 1 more turn. We'll hold here for one more turn. We'll send the ships forward, and then we'll attack the following turn. And we do need to start sending pop, because they have 206 million people there. So if this is all right, wait, we'll just do all the sending stuff forward next turn. By the way, Master of Orion handles the late game better than like any other game. It really does. Like, look how fast these turns are to play. Okay, so what do we want to shoot at? I think we want to shoot at that Valkyrie stack again, because it's very poorly shielded. And we're going to retreat. Can he get out of there in time? Oh no, it didn't manage to make it out in time. Oh no, we didn't get there. Alright, well, we killed some of them. No, my poor scout. Well, we still got some of them. That's what you deserve for killing my scout. Alright. FICO. FICO should be able to have... By the way, am I still feeding the reserve here? Oh no, that's why. Sorry, should be on the reserve. That's my bad. We still have plenty of reserve left, though. Alright, so you... Yeah. And it'll take one more turn to do the shield. I'll leave one ship here just so by random chance there's not like one ship that flies in and takes over the planet. And then this is... Okay, I think we're going to have enough. This is one turn, isn't it? Yep. All right, and our bombers, the core of our old fleet is going to go in there as a distraction. Okay. Pop time. Time to send. Let's go get them. Too bad I don't have advanced cloning to make this a little cheaper. Can you get there in 2 turns? No, you can stay on the reserve. Mechlon. Mechlon, you've been a fantastic planet for growing pop and sending it off. Do your 50 million send. And Quail. Oh, you should have finished your Stargate. Oh, well. That's okay. And Celia. Celia's a lot smaller planet. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of pop going towards that world. Wait, what? One of them apparently got there faster than I thought it would. We are leading in tech. Okay, I don't know who got there in 1 turn. Apparently one of them only took 1 turn instead of 2. Alright, most of these planets remax their pops. Was it Quail got there in 1 turn? I guess Quail got there in 1 turn. Quail got there in 1 turn. Whoops. Oh, well. Not... That's a little bit of a goof. Wait, what? Didn't I send them here? That's a little bit of a goof. Oh, well. I missed that. Well, farewell, brave Marines. I'm going to send again from all these planets, because remember, I need to fill the planet back up with pop after we take it over. So, again, it's not like it takes a long time to do this. Farewell, brave Marines. Sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Can you imagine that? I mean, like, obviously that happens in real combats. People make mistakes. Commanders issue orders by accident. And then real people die. But we're not going to get into, like, events that are going on in the real world right now because it's too depressing. Anyway. How many ships are in here? Okay, there's just... Yeah, that's not anything I think we have to worry about. We'll just do 10 bases. And then I 100% want a Stargate here. So we're going to... Because I want to be able to rally my ships back here. So we can finish that next turn. And Guyana. Here we go. Would it be interesting watching the AI play this game? I mean, it would be. Okay, we're still only being attacked there. We're just continuing to move our spies around as needed. They haven't discovered anything new recently. How about the humans? Nope. Honestly, none of these guys have anything that's threatening. I mean, this game's over. We're just in the ending stages here. Hopefully we can wrap this up today. Because next week we're going to have to do the draw for AI Survivor. All right, well, let's just see how much of a beating we take from this attack. 87 bases. At least we can... The asteroids will at least cut out some of the damage here, but this is still going to be ugly. Not as ugly as I thought. It could have been a lot worse. Honestly, this is not as bad as I feared. I mean, we're going to lose all of our old ships here, but we're paying maintenance on them, so we'd rather get some value out of them. I guess we're going to have a couple left over. Okay, well, those bombs didn't do much. Good thing we got the neutronium bombs. Ow. This is why we have the neutronium bombs, though. Yep. 22. They must have gotten some additional shielding. Yeah, they have 22 points of shielding. That'll do. That's why neutronium bombs are nice to have. All right. Oh, they're actually sticking around. All right, so what does this ship design have on it anyway? Has 7 points of shielding, so we should probably use our pulsons against this. Yeah, I swapped over to the pulsons because I think that's better here. No. We'll wait to see if you decloak. All right. Yeah, but see, you made a mistake. You decloaked first. Also, you don't have auto repair. We do. Ow. I think we still got this. There we go. Alright, good stuff. 800 factories. We will probably get... We have 200 soldiers en route. Yeah, this should definitely take the planet. We still have not gotten Andrium combat armor yet, and we still haven't gotten the complete terraform. The complete terraforming is just... You add 120 pop on every planet. Complete terraforming plus advanced soil enrichment is all of your core planets have like 200 million pop. It's really wild. You can click to skip the animation, but I almost always watch it. I don't know, there's just something about watching like this huge space battle that just appeals to me. The game does the ground combat so well. It does ground combat better than any other game. Like, it's so fast. It resolves quickly. It's really simple. You literally just click on your planet and send population. Technology makes a massive difference in terms of who wins and loses. So many other games make you like build transport pods or like tanks or whatever, and like this game just it does it so fast. It doesn't take like 8 turns where you have to capture region by region across the planet. No, you grab your pop and you send them, and if you have space superiority and you have better tech, then you win. If you don't have space superiority and you have lower tech, then you get your butt kicked. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's very satisfying to watch. So this is the 18 planet message. Yep. I called it before it even popped up. This is the 3/8 message. The next one comes at 24. And it's based on the size of the galaxy. There's 48 stars on a standard size map. If you're on a large map, it requires more planets. If you're on a small map, it's fewer. Okay, there it is. That's the one we wanted. Complete terraforming. That's the top planetology tech in the game. So we will do that terraforming, and then that's the last terraforming we have to do. All right. I mean, that's the battle computer tech we wanted. Now we just want that neutronium armor, and we'll create our final ultimate weapon. Yeah, terraforming plus 40. And there's the universal antidote, so now their doom virus is useless. That was what we wanted. All right, let's do the terraforming real quick, shall we? Are we even getting attacked anywhere? No. No, we are not. All right, so as of right now, our pop is already accelerating out in front of the AI. After we do the terraforming, I think we might be able to get to 2/3. If the Bullrathi vote for us, we will win the game, I think. And we have just enough time to do the terraforming, so we might be able to win right here. If not, then we spend 25 more turns grabbing... we grab some more soccer planets, and we grab some Mercian planets down here, and yeah. But we might have enough to win right here. We'll see. Alrighty, terraforming. We'll do that in a second. Let's queue up what we need to do. Well, FICO needs its Stargate, but we need to do the terraforming first. Can it... Oh, it actually does not say... Do we have to wait a turn? I think we might have to wait a turn because we captured it. I think we actually have to wait one more turn because we captured it. We didn't actually discover it, I think. Besides, we need to spend this turn sending pop to Guyana, so we'll do it next turn then. We need to spend this turn sending pop to Guyana anyway. All right, so yeah, you're gonna need to build Actually, you already have a lot of factories, so why don't we get as much pop as we can out of you, which is 11 apparently. and the rest we'll put in here. All right, now we have more pop incoming. Okay, we have quite a bit incoming. But we know Quail can do a one-turn send, so we'll have Quail send, and then we'll see what we still need on the following turn. All right, now use ships. We'll leave the bombers behind. I'm going to send the Gauss forward. I actually don't think this planet's going to be targeted because it's in the absolute corner of the galaxy. And the AI typically does not target planets there. Now, we could send to FICO, but it's better to send to Celia because then from there we can like reroute wherever we need to go. And FICO will use this to finish the Stargate. And then Ariadis is the next target after that. But of course, all these planets have 80 bases, so we're going to need a lot of these Gausses for that. But we are building them pretty quickly, too. Alright, oh, there we go, class 9. Now we just need that neutronium armor. I mean, this is not really useful, but sure. Yeah. I know, our population's really large. This is probably the Mercens. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, we're getting those warnings. But again, these guys still... I wonder if the trade that we've been doing the whole game is also helping with that there. Alright. Okay, so what does Guyana have? Now, Guyana does not need to terraform. Oh, wait. I forgot. I actually made a mistake here. I was clicking on these planets, but all these planets already have been terraformed with complete terraforming. I was actually looking at the wrong planets. I should have been looking at some of these other worlds up here. Well, anyway, some of these planets definitely need to terraform. Okay. We'll go through all the planets in a second and set it up. Are we getting attacked anywhere? No, we are not. We can double production here. How many factories can this planet hold? A lot. A lot, apparently. Well, let's grow the pop that's missing. Put the rest here. All right. Meanwhile, my other worlds. We'll send you forward here through the Stargate. And now we can Stargate ourselves over to here. I love that you can just instantly do that. It's one click. Well, like it's Alt-R. All right. So let's do the terraforming on all these planets. I think that I was thrown off. I was clicking on planets that had already been terraformed because I had captured them from the lizard. So it didn't say I could terraform them, but that's because they had already been terraformed. So I think I was just looking in the wrong spot there. All right, this should be more than enough. All right, Rigel. Now you have apparently already been terraformed. I must have had some eco spending trickling in for you. So you can stay on tech now. I mean, you need factories. That's right. Yeah, we just build 200 factories like that and then just remax. So, that's cool. All right. Now, Celia, yeah, you've already been terraformed as well. And you still need factories, though. Okay. It's so weird not having to spend anything in a college. Yeah, same thing here. Okay, and I already took care of. Okay. And okay, yeah, you don't need anything else. You can finish that Stargate. And you can build 200 scouts now. FICO, you don't need... Okay, yeah, you can give us some research, so somebody's at least doing research right now. And then we can decide what to do after that. All right, yeah, you need to terraform and then build your factories. Same thing here. Most of these planets should be able to build their factories, but they are building like 200 additional factories. It's just at this stage we can build the factories so fast. And we'll have to check all the planets next turn too, just to make sure. This is the last terraforming of the game though, because this is complete terraforming. It doesn't go any higher than this. This is the top terraforming tech in the entire game. But it does lead to some absolutely massive planets. Yep, I know. I'm aware I was building the 200 scouts on that planet, but it looks like I cleaned it up. All right. Oh, here comes something after us. We're going to get a lot of these messages, so I'm just going to click through them all. We're going to max factories on a lot of these planets. Look, we have hundreds of factories everywhere. All right, and we did finish the Stargate here, so let's not build 200 scouts, shall we? Celia is the one getting targeted with the core of their fleet, apparently. Oh, this is going to be fun. Since we need another turn anyway, let's confront them. Their fleet against our fleet. All right. Well, we certainly can finish maxing factories. That's not an issue. And then we can build 43 bases. I love the late game in Master of Orion. Guyana. Okay, we finished. By the way, look at our planet screen. Yeah, look, we just terraformed a whole bunch of planets. I always love it when you have all that population growth. Yeah, we just grew like a billion. Our planetary income is now 34,000. So even though we're paying a lot for all these ships, we can afford it. And if you're curious about our status, now our pop bar is surged way out in front. Again, if the Borathi vote for us, we definitely have a two-thirds. And I think they will, because they're at war with the Sakura, and they're neutral with us. So I think the odds are pretty good that they'll toss us their vote, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure the two of us together get to two-thirds. It would be nice to take one more Sakura planet, but I don't know if we'll have time to take this. We probably can. I think from Celia to Ariatis we can do that. All right. All right, so here... Did we finish? All right, we finished the factories. Okay. And so back to shipbuilding. Lima. Okay, you did not finish your factories. So we'll do grow the pop that's missing, and then we'll just finish out whatever factories you still need. That should do it. You are a rich planet, so of course you finished your factories. 14. And this is a research planet, Buddhist. It does have a Stargate, but we need 19 pop, okay? Again, every pop point counts for council purposes. Alrighty, let's see, did we, and this planet's already, yeah, this planet's already done. Okay. So you know what, why don't you start sending to there? Because we're going to try to hit that planet next turn, I think. The question is this... Can we get from Celia to Ariatis in one turn is the question. Yeah, that's less than... That's only 5 parsecs. And they have warp 6. So you can definitely get from Celia to Ariatis in one turn. These boxes are a 5 parsec box. They can be useful sometimes for measuring distance. Okay. So yes, and then we need to regrow that pop that we just sent off. So Tauri, you still need to grow pop, so I'm not going to send you population off from you. And you were, wait, weren't you weren't you a small planet? Now you're 155? Well, that's wild. Okay. Celia, we already took care of you. Mechlon, you... Oh, you can do one turn, okay. Then we'll send from there next turn. Guyana, yes, you... oh, okay, you're already, like, maxed out, too. Well, I do need to build the base here, but you can do a huge send. Oh, my God, these planets are so enormous now. Because you already had the complete terraforming. Quail. Yeah, you're all maxed out, too, now. And we got a lot of pop headed that way. And FICO, yeah, you just chill here for the moment because you are a one-turn send. Okay, 19, go back to shipbuilding. All right, 16 million. Back to shipbuilding. Okay, 11 million. Go back to shipbuilding. Wow, a lot of these planets are going to finish stuff soon. Okay, 18 million. And you research. And 16 million. And you need a few more factories. That should do it. Rohan. Oh, you're a poor planet, so we'll just make sure you remax that. All right, there we go. Okay. One drawback with all those messages. I just click through all the messages because it's faster just to... I'm going to go through all the planets anyway. All right, Celia. All right, fleet to fleet battle. Let's go. Now, the question is, do I want to lose some of these ships potentially? But this is also a good chance to kind of destroy their navy, so I'm kind of down to fight these guys. All right, we can use their scatter packs on the Valkyries. They have like no shielding. I love how we're still so slow. Alright, now for this stack here, because they have 7 points of shielding, we want to switch to Pulsons for these. I kind of don't want to decloak here. Like, I want to hit these guys, but I don't really want to decloak. Anyway, I guess we have to, because we want to get in that first shot. We can kill a lot of them. I mean, we're killing a lot. We did lose a few ships, but we are killing pretty much their whole stack here. Alright. Switch back to the scatter pack for this. Not bad. Pretty good fleet-to-fleet battle here. Which is fun to get occasionally. We can't hit them from here. Ha! Apparently our ship just fired on its own. That's good to see. I mean, yeah, this is like the end of their fleet, basically. So what's on that? That is 0 points of shielding. Ow. Alright, they're gonna retreat. That's fine. Ow. I'm down with that. We lost some ships, but we killed a lot of them. Now, hopefully I still have enough to take that next planet. We'll see. Alright, we're going to get a lot of messages again. Maxing factories, maxing pop. Pretty much maxed out just about everywhere. We have 1 billion transports flying over here, so hopefully we have enough to take this next planet. Yeah, they all pretty much maxed out. So yeah, our pop just went up by a lot. That's several more council votes for sure. Yeah. Now, we can take another planet. We will add a council vote to ourselves. We'll add like 2 votes to ourselves and take 2 away from the Sakura. Again, if the Borathi vote for me, I'm definitely winning this game. If it's just me, it's a little bit more dicey. All right. So anyway, send all the ships forward. Hopefully we have enough here. We're going to have 22. And I don't know if that's enough because there's 87 bases here, but we're kind of committed at this point. We're also not far off of getting the new tritium armor would just make our ships so much stronger. Because like we'd be able to put the class 11 deflectors, and like that completely nullifies the scatter pack 7 that they have been using against us. And then we'd also be able to fit more stuff because we've advanced our weapons tech. But that, like, more than doubles the health on every ship if we can get that. Okay, anyway, so yes, we have pop to send. Hopefully they're not all being sent to the great glue factory in the sky. And FICO. And then this is definitely enough pop. Like, if we can get them there to the surface, they'll definitely take the planet. Question is if we have enough ships. Let me just cycle through the planets because a whole bunch of them are going to be doing wacky stuff that they don't need now that they're maxed out. Okay, research planet, shipbuilding planet, research planet. Oh, you actually did not quite max out. Well, you will next turn. You're 1 pop short. Yeah, you stay on reserve. You're the only planet on reserve spending. Sela, you do not need any more missile bases. You're fine. Mechlon, we just sent pop. Guyana. Oh, look, this is the planet we just recently captured. Look how fast we turned it into a fortress of our own. We don't need a lot of bases here. We just need like 1. And then we honestly should get a Stargate because this is a good shipbuilding planet. We can use this for ships too. Or here we go, Stargate. You're fine. You're sending pop. Shipbuilding. 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 And we can span these out pretty fast now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's hope we have enough here. Otherwise, our fleet's about to get blown up. We are attacking a planet with 87 bases, I want to point out. I hope that's enough. I don't know if it is. I don't know if this is enough. There's a good chance we don't make it to the planet's surface. There's no rocks to hide behind. I don't know if this makes it. Ow. Okay, we didn't make it. We didn't make it. 22 was not enough. We needed about 30 something. On the plus side, we just freed up a lot of ship costs. On the plus side, we just lowered our ship maintenance costs by a lot. Oh, yeah. We need tougher ships. Yeah. We need this to pop. Okay. I was part of the reason why I was doing that. Again, we are building 5 of these a turn, so it's not as big of a disaster as it might sound like. I was trying to get one more turn. By the way, our ship costs are now down to 5%, which is hilarious. I was trying to get one more planet before this next council vote. I wanted to get it because we have a council vote on the next turn. I wanted to get another planet before then, but I don't think we have. Obviously, we're not going to get that now. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we win the game here. That would be ideal. But if not, we'll get them at the next vote. Yeah, 30 would have been enough. But what we really need is a better ship. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll put that on the ship. Sure, Robotics 7. This is the top improved robotics in the game. We have Robotics 5. Oracle interface is also really nasty. Very good with a heavy beam setup, because as it says, it halves enemy shield strength. Very, very nasty, but I want Robotics 7. If the game goes on, that's what the tech I want. Oh, well, good luck for them. They've got to deal with the Nova. All right, do the Bears vote for us? Let's see. 1 vote. Oh, we got the Bears vote. That's it. It's GG. This is guaranteed. We even got the human vote, too. Yeah, they do not have a veto block. All right. 38. I mean, this is... So, as I said, we did not have enough on our own. So, on our own, we had 38 out of 62. So, I mean, we're close. We're at 61%. So, as I thought, did the humans put us over the top? No, the humans don't, but the Bears definitely did. And yeah, together with their votes, we have 80% of the votes with them. All right, GG. So that's the win there. A very comfortable, pretty smooth win. I'm going to say no here just because I want to take a screenshot of the final map. And then we'll go back and reload that and you can see the ending. So now everyone declares war on us. Again, I really wanted to just take a picture of the final map here. But yeah, we did have enough. By the way, if we had been able to take this planet, we would have had 2 more votes. The Sakura would have had 2 fewer votes. And then we almost would have had enough to make ourselves the winner. We would have been really close to making ourselves the winner there. Yeah, there was a brave attempt at Orion by a couple of scouts. Okay, anyway. Let's just let's play a couple more turns. We'll get this tech and then we'll build a couple of these new ships and I'll show you what it's like to take over, what these new ships would have looked like. Let's go through and because I have enough time to do just a slightly longer setup here. So once again, oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to put all the planets that are shipbuilding on research for the moment just so we can get this tech a little bit faster. And then we'll show that, okay, you apparently, oh, you built the Stargate, that's right. Just if you're curious, we can get some insane amount of research points by putting them all on research. They're going to be like 30,000 research points or something ridiculous like that. How much tech do we get? 31,000. Let's just discover this tech. Because we can chill here for like 2 turns. Wow, the beakers are filling up fast with 31,000 research points per turn. Again, we can just like out. Wow, we didn't discover anything there. Oh, apparently someone's trying us. Okay, yeah, good luck with that, humans. Have fun with that. Okay. Yeah, with 30,000 RP, we are filling up the beakers rather fast. Okay, we didn't hit the tech we wanted. Subspace interdictor, sure. Why not? Alright, there we go. Neutronium armor. Best internal protection of any armor in the game. Increases the hit points by 300%. Also helps ground attacks as well. Alright, so now all we can do is go back and get cheaper stuff. Because we already have that. Alright, so apparently... So if you're wondering why did we build 2 ships, it's because we just miniaturized stuff. Planetology, this doesn't do anything for us. Not really. And weapons, this is not really going to help us. So let's go ahead and design this, shall we? So we have 1 extra slot down here. We can scrap the gunship as well. I'll leave that on there because we have the extra slot. All right. And if I can click the right button. All right, which do we want? I like this ship. I always think this one looks really sleek. All right, first up, Mark 10 computer, class 11 shields. So that completely nullifies all damage from those scatter packs that they were using. Although they can use pulsons. We'll go with the jammer tech. Now the neutronium. Again, we were using Zortrium, which gave us 1200 HP. Well, now we have 2400. We literally doubled the space we had. All right. So we still have a good bit of space on here. Let's see. I don't think we want the pulsar because this is good against small ships, but we don't have them. We definitely want... I think we still want the same ones. Auto repair, cloaking device, high energy focus. Don't have a battle scanner, but that's okay. We still have 4,400 space. So, in terms of weapons... And now we have more space on the design, too. I think we still want the Gauss autocannon. It's such a good ship-to-ship weapon. That means we can fit a lot of neutronium bombs on here. So we'll put more neutronium bombs on here. Let's do, we'll do 20 neutronium bombs. Nope, not what I wanted. Nope, I didn't want the heavy pulsar. The game lags a little bit at times like this. Put 10 neutronium bombs on here in 2 banks. All right, and that lets us put 34 Gauss. So in 2 banks is 17. Gives you a little bit more flexibility because you can fire multiple times instead of just having everything in one target. And there we go, 35 Gausses. Neutron 6. Here we go. Now that's a nice ship. That's a nice ship. All right. Build me my new ship and let's go kick some butt. It'll take a turn or two. It'll take a little bit because these are more expensive ships, but I'm not going to take too long. Wait, was that a... This is a... Not a shipbuilding planet. Okay, well, our rich planets can probably crank these out pretty fast. Nope. The rich planets can probably do them pretty fast. Nope. Yep. Yep. So we just need like 1 round of these. I still have heavy phasers on the last design. Ah, thanks, guys. Dang it. I cannot believe that happened. Now I gotta do the whole thing. No. Okay. Fleet. Because I'm out of ship design. Scrap. Oh my god. Just click the button. Thanks for that, guys, in the chat. I did not catch that. All right. Here we go. Heavy phaser. Neutronium bomb. Oh, wait. Actually, I can put more stuff on here. There we go. Not the Excalibur. There we go. Thanks, guys, for catching that. All right. Unfortunately, now all the planets I was building this on are back to building scouts. So now we get to click all the way over to the new design on all these planets. There's no way to like click as a group or anything like that. Or we could build 700 scouts. I mean, that, you know, that could be a thing. I wish I had caught your message in the chat earlier. Unfortunately, I did not. All right. But now finally. No, you're not big enough. You're only 190 pop. That's not big enough to be a shipbuilder. Only 190 million. Yeah, you got... Okay, you should be fine. You should be fine there. Oh, what's this? Another planet that wants to get tested? Okay. I guess it's because now we're technically at war with everyone. All right, there we go. So I'm going to say this was a bad idea by these guys. They will come forward because I have a scout here. Yeah, that was maybe not your best idea. Okay. Yeah, I could check via planet screen if I missed any. I mean, we would have seen the a billion scouts getting built. All right, we need like 2 more. What is going on? Oh, these guys, remember, they're all allied. So now all of them are hanging out together at the same planet. That's hilarious. All right, anyway. Yeah, we need like 2 or 3 more turns, and then we'll have enough to go take this out. Oh, hello. It's the whole bear fleet. Oh, they have a lot of pulsons. Guess what? I have 20 points of shielding. They do have a neutronium bomb, though, on the tooth design. Ooh, 11 points of shielding. Scatterpacks won't do anything about that. All right. Remember, we're researching the Scatterpack 10 missiles, which are like one of the best in the game. They'll retreat now because they can't damage me. We could beat all of them together if we wanted to, but there's no point. We've already won. I mean, this game's over. We've already won this game. We're just... I want to show off my new ship design. All right. Are we getting attacked anywhere else? Nope. So Pants can stop spending a billion things on ships. Anyway, I actually have some other stuff that's about to pop. We're about to have the Scatterpack 10s pop, which would be funny if somebody attacked me, since they're just about the best missile in the game. Although sometimes you need the Xeon missiles for highly... yeah, there we are. There's a Scatterpack 10s. Alright, all we can do is research Advanced Planetology 1, and now we have like the real late game stuff. The Mauler device is pretty hilarious. This gun takes up an absolutely ridiculous amount of space, but it's so strong you don't even need bombs. You can just fire your lasers at the planets and kill them, which is pretty hilarious. It would actually be good for our setup, because with the high energy focus, we can actually just stay back and shoot at the planets, because we're so freaking slow we can't reach them. But the game's not going to last that long enough. Okay. I defied the council because I wanted to show the new design. All right, that should be enough, I think. Let's go take this planet with the new design, because the soccer, well, I guess they technically got... yeah, they don't have anything better than pulsons, which will deal damage to this design, but I think we'll be fine. All right. Plus, they're going to waste time firing at the older ship design, at least some of the time anyway. All right, let's do it. And then we'll reload that save, and we'll actually watch the ending. All right, here we go. All right, well, farewell, Brave Gauss design. What is the planet actually firing right now? I can't see what missile launcher they're using. Ow. Bye. I mean, it still does damage, but... Oh. We didn't do as much damage as I thought. This planet's pretty well shielded. Do we actually have enough here? We might actually come up short again. This is a well-defended planet. I guess putting 80 missile bases is like no joke. Now, you can run out of bombs. I think we have enough to finish this off, though, because we are killing five of them every time we drop. We have 5 more bombs. Still, I mean, kudos to the Sakura. This was, I mean, we could have just waited like a few more turns and come here with, you know, 25 ships instead of coming here with 9. But kudos to them. If those older designs hadn't tanked the first round of missiles, we actually would have come up short here. But they were only killing like 1 ship per round of missiles, not the billion they had before. All right, they actually managed to get 1 more. As I said, kudos to them. That was a good defense. But you can see, obviously I could take over the galaxy if I needed to. Bomb. There we go. Yeah, take that. Okay. I mean, we just, like, we lost what? we had 9 and we lost 6, but we just rolled another 5 off the production line. So, like, we could easily take over the galaxy. So, let's go back. We'll watch the ending just so we can see. As I said, I really just wanted to do that to get some screenshots. So, we win. They did have enough bases that it was not a joke, but we have enough production that we could overrun them in time. Anyway, so we collect our votes from our friends. I said the whole game I wanted the bears and the humans as allies, and I was able to keep them as allies the whole game. So that was great. They were good friends. They were good friends in this game. All right, now we'll get the ending. They get the text on the other races right. I know. I know they all share text as soon as you defy the council. Escorted by an honor guard, High Master Bugs, High Master Bugsy returns to Orion. I guess we never did get to Orion. It just, we could have certainly, but I wanted to wrap this game up. The variant was fun. The variant did make it a lot harder to take planets. I'm not kidding. Like, we suffered huge losses that we would not have taken. But ultimately, if the Klackons are able to avoid their diplomatic penalties, they are a really strong race. We managed to make it through the whole early game being friendly with everyone. And, like, if that happens with the Klackons, like, if you actually are friends with everybody, it's just like a game over situation. Their growth curve is just ridiculous. I've said before, I do think the Cylons are stronger, but that's because the Cylons have no diplomatic penalties, whereas the Klackons have major diplomatic penalties. If you draw a galaxy like this one and you're actually able to stay friends with people the whole early game, it's just, you just absolutely steamroll things. It also helped there was no dominant AI in this game. There was no runaway AI. The galaxy was pretty evenly split. It was between, like, the Sakra and the humans, the Bolrathi, and the Meklar. They all had about, like, 6 to 8 planets. It was not one of those games where, like, one AI has 15 planets and a bunch of others have, like, 2 or 3. Those are the most dangerous games. You want a game like this with, like, a bunch of mid-tier powers, because you can play them off against each other. Nobody runs away with things. So it was a pretty easy game overall. And you, like, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a game that's just not that hard. And this one really wasn't. All right, anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. Again, next week we're going to be moving into AI Survivor stuff, so the timing's pretty good. Until then, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Have a good one, folks. I'll take care. I'll see you guys next week.